I went from being this exhausted and worn out to this refreshed and recharged all in the span of about 10 minutes. And this is how. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a 10-minute nature reset ritual. Every single day, we experience bodily wear and tear, and we also experience wear and tear in our energy. This ritual is a simple yet highly effective protocol that you can use to charge up your field, release what you picked up, and most importantly, to come back to your heart center so that you're living your most authentic self. A ritual tends to work better if you know why you're doing the steps that you're doing. And so in this video, I'm going to outline the steps, show you a little bit about what it would look like and where you might like to do it. And in doing that, I'll also explain why it works. And then to go right along with it, I have created a guided mp3 of the ritual that is available for you to download. Make sure you listen to the end of the video. I'll give instructions there on how to get it. One of the key components of this daily reset ritual is that it takes place outdoors. I encourage you to find a green space next to where you work, in your neighborhood, or perhaps even your backyard, and scope that out as the place that you are going to be working with for your alignment. One of my favorite places to do alignment activities like this is under a tree. And so to film this activity, I went to my favorite tree in my city park called Patterson Park. Once you have reached your nature space, get yourself seated in a way that is comfortable to you. You can do cross leg on the ground, you can do straight leg, you might even like to lay down or sit with your head and back against a tree. Whatever is accessible to you, whatever is comfortable to you is going to be what's going to work, so get comfortable. Before you do anything else, I'm going to invite you to take off your shoes and socks and or to make direct hand to earth or neck to tree contact. Skin to earth contact is one of the key components of this alignment protocol because earth has different flows of energy that are good for our soul as well as our body. When it comes to the soul, there is telluric energy, and this energy is highly powerful for aligning our crystalline fascia, which is what picks up and carries some of the energy that we get stuck in our field every day. On the other hand, there's also the electron flow. This is key for repairing the daily wear and tear that so many of us experience just because we live in a world where we have to use a lot of cell phones, we use computers, we live in high density populations, and that's just the way that it goes. By connecting to the earth as part of this process, you are aligning with this energy. And as I guide you through it in the mp3, we work with drawing in that energy and doing different things with it. So make sure that you try it out. Once you are sat down and comfortable and connected to earth, the next thing I'm going to suggest is going to sound a bit radical, but trust me. Take your cell phone, and if you're wearing it or touching it on your physical body, put it on the ground next to you. Even if you're listening to the mp3, just do it through headphones. Giving your body time without being alert to the cell phone or being physically connected to it is a second important layer of this alignment. When you allow yourself to take your computer off of your person, when you allow yourself to come and make direct contact with the earth and begin into the breathing exercise, as I'm about to tell you about, what you are doing is you are signaling to your body that it is able to go into rest and recharge state. And you are also connecting it to a flow of energy that is going to help it rest and recharge. And you're doing that through where you're touching the ground, but you're also doing that through your breath. So the next layer is you begin to work on slowing down your breathing and getting into a restorative meditative breathing pattern. The one that I recommend and that I use in the practice that's affixed to here is called the 4-5-6 breathing method. Stated simply, that's inhaling for a count of 4, holding for a count of 5, and releasing through the mouth for a count of 6. This has been scientifically proven to slow down cortisol production. This has been shown to help put your body into rest and recharge state out of fight and flight that so many of us are in because of the technology that we use every day. When you allow yourself to slow down and connect to the earth and really focus on your breathing and that connection, you will oftentimes feel yourself beginning to get tingles moving through your hands and your feet, whatever it is that you're touching it with. You will also sometimes get goosebumps and start feeling a deep sense of relaxation in your body. You may even start yawning all the time. That's your body restoring and repairing itself with oxygen, and it is also a sign that you most definitely needed this alignment, and good job for getting here. So once you've gotten yourself grounded and you are in your 4-5-6 breathing method, you are ready to do a more advanced form of energy exchange. Truth be told, you've started exchanging your energy the moment that you started breathing and touching to the earth, but we can take it one step further than just making contact. When you become more intentional with your activities, you wind up getting more out of them. And so, with this layer, I'm going to invite you to begin allowing yourself to gather up any residual energy, any stress, any anxiety, any tightness that you are feeling in your body. And I'm going to invite you to begin releasing that on your exhalations. So inhale, purifying, clearing energy, calming, restorative, regenerative oxygen, releasing stagnant, outdated, already happened, not yours to carry with you in the first place energy that you might have picked up from somewhere that you were in the day, or that might be leftovers from something that you interacted with either in the real world or on the internet or even on the telephone. It all counts. By the time you have reached this part of the alignment ritual, you are probably starting to feel a lot different. You are probably starting to feel lighter. You are probably starting to feel less burdened, and perhaps you are even starting to feel very relaxed. These are all signs that the alignment was working. Congratulations when you get there and when you do it. This is the layer I call harmonization. And now it's time for you to connect to your core self. Having cleared away all of the debris that keeps us from feeling clear, centered, calm, and connected, you are now ready to call forth and call in that strong, clear connection with yourself that is such an important part for feeling well in this world. In the practice, I invite you to do that by connecting yourself with your heart and your sacrum, opening up your heart energy and calling forth and connecting to your core true self, and allowing yourself to breathe in that core true self energy. And as you allow it to settle into your field, to feel and experience what it feels like to connect to that. This part oftentimes will feel like a warmth that begins to ripple through your body. Sometimes it will feel like a deep relief or almost like a homecoming. This connected state of being is how your soul body wants to be. And because of that, I recommend harmonizing like this as part of your regular wellness schedule. Once you have run through each of these steps, you have successfully reset and aligned your energy. You've released what you've picked up from the day, you have recharged your biofield and your energy field, and you have also connected back to your core self, which is an excellent, stable place to be. Now that you know the steps, it's time to introduce the guided practice. You're able to get it by signing up to my email list. I'll place the link below. Pop your name in, and it'll come straight to your inbox. Nice and easy. If you're new here, my name's Katie. I'm a soul connection facilitator, and I teach people how to manage being energy sensitive in the modern world, oftentimes with a nature twist. If you like that sort of thing, subscribe and come on back. I'll be releasing more tools, more tips, and more ways to stay connected, grounded, and your best self in this crazy world.